So the death of this woman is causing a lot of rage on the internet, and we need to talk about it. On the 25th of December 2022, when everyone was busy celebrating the Christmas holiday, Miss Bolanle Raheem, along with her husband and relative, were returning from a restaurant after having to leave the house to go out and do some eating and buy some food to take home. They were now returning back from the eatery that they had just returned from when they met a stop and search along the Aja flyover in Lagos. It was said that the police officer asked them to stop and park by the corner, but it's not clear what happened at this point. I guess this is a part where everyone is confused as to what transpired. But regardless of what may have happened, what followed next was something that was so tragic that at this point, no one cares what really happened. No one cares what was done or what was not done, because nothing warranted the police to open fire, causing the life of this young woman who was pregnant at the time on a day like December the 25th. How does a day that everyone should be happy, everyone should be spending time with their family, turn to a day when everyone should be looking forward to burying a loved one out of the carelessness and trigger happiness of a sad, miserable police officer who thought he was so powerful just because he was holding a gun? So when they got to the flyover and the police told them to stop, according to the late Bolanle's husband, they wanted to make a U-turn. They wanted to turn around and, come back and see the police officer. After all, the woman is a lawyer. She knows the law. There's no reason for her to run away. There's no reason for her to be afraid. In fact, these are the things that lawyers like, to confront these police officers who feel like they know what they are doing. But just as they were about to make the U-turn, under the flyover, it was said the police officer opened fire, shooting at the side where Bolanle was seated at. Her husband was the one driving, and she was at the driver's seat, and the police opened fire on her own side of the car, hitting her chest, and instantly her life was at stake. It was said she was rushed to the hospital, where she eventually gave up the ghost. But that is according to one source. Other sources claim that when the police officer at the checkpoint told them to stop because they were stopping other vehicles, and Bolanle and her husband's vehicle refused to stop, it was almost like they were taking off. And it's possible that the police may have interpreted it as them running away or getting away, thereby opening fire to pass a warning shot, only to end up striking the woman. But regardless of whether or not they are passing, people have pointed out that it's not in the police place to take such drastic action. Even if somebody is refusing to stop, enter your car and chase them. That is what police do. Nothing warranted the police officer to open fire. Their life was not in danger. They did not try to hit them with the vehicle. Neither were they suspecting them of armed robbery or doing anything illegal. So the Inspector General of Police have all condemned the action, and they have vowed to punish those people who were at the checkpoint, and especially the police officer himself who opened fire on the lawyer. At the same time, many people are enraged and angry, and they have held protests at the police station at Aja, because this is not the first time that they are tragically taking someone's life without any reason. A few months ago, it was a young man who was shot dead at that same Aja area, and now this woman. So it's becoming a thing that may go on if people don't speak up, because it's so uncalled for. A lot of people have called on the police to release the name of the officer and his picture, because at this point, he's a criminal, he's a murderer, and he needs to be known to the public. However, it seems like the internet has done their job, and the name of the officer has been released, so as his pictures too. He has now been identified as Mr. Drambi Vandi, and he's an assistant police officer or assistant superintendent, some kind of assistant. And it's being said that he had been in the police force for nearly 33 years, which begs the question, what the hell? How can you be in the force for that long and not know what to do in that situation? Should someone decide to not obey your orders of asking them to stop, it is not a crime punishable by death to disobey the police. People can choose not to obey the police, and that does not warrant taking their lives. Even if somebody refuses to stop, so what? It's being said that the police officers are trying to change the story. They're trying to come up with a defense, trying to make it seem like they did something wrong on the traffic stop. At the same time, I don't see anything or anything that they can cook up that would justify his actions of opening fire. People who were witnesses there said that the man and the wife and the family were trying to turn around. They were eventually going to come back to that spot. And so what was the reason again? Maybe if they had stopped, maybe if they had listened, yes, obviously that would have prevented a lot. But regardless of them not listening, there is no crime in disobeying the police. There isn't. If the police felt like those people were a threat to the society or those people were criminals, they should have followed up. They have their own van. They should have chased them. They should have followed them up and blocked them and asked them to stop. Opening fire was something that was a little overpowering. It's a sign of bully. It's a sign of carelessness, especially for a man who has been in the force for that long. Only God knows how many times he must have done this. Only God knows what he was thinking. I mean, if you wanted to open fire, you had to aim at the vehicle. Really? On Christmas Day, how sad must your life be that you felt the need that someone else had to suffer because you had to work on Christmas Day while they had to be happy spending time with their family on Christmas Day? It's really unfortunate, and a lot of people are saddened by this, and I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to feel. I do hope that the family receive the strength that they deserve, that they need, and hopefully get the support that they also need in these times, because they need the justice. The police officer who opened fire needs to suffer. But a lot of people again on the internet are divided. Many people who have heard the story are saying, oh, they should not have moved away. They should have just stopped and parked and have the police do their search. They should not have tried to do a U-turn. But I call bullshit. It is not a crime for anyone to disobey the police orders. Even if the police say, hands up, stop, do this, even if someone doesn't do it, it is not in their place to shoot the person. You can use force, hold them down and arrest them. But you guys let me know what you think, let me know how you feel, share your thoughts regarding the story. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Should there be any update on this story, you'll be the first to get notified. Thank you.